What's going on, YouTube? In this video, I'm going to be doing a review on the PlayStation Vita. Before I get started, I just want to give this an overall rating on a scale of 1 to 10. On a scale of 1 to 10, this Vita for me is a definite 10. The reason that I gave it a 10 is because I bought it for cheap. It came with the case, it came with a screen protector, it came with a memory card. It's the 3G and Wi-Fi version. So that's already 5+ things about it. I was thinking about buying this from GameStop brand new for $350. And let me tell you, I would have been highly upset if I would have done that. I called my local pawn shop and they had it for $200, so about $216 with tax, and it came with all this stuff. I went out, bought a $20 memory card, downloaded Mortal Kombat on there. Altogether I spent $240. I saved me a good basically a good $200, because for the one at GameStop it's like $300, then for a 4GB memory card it's like $25, then you still gotta buy a game for, that's like $300 right there. But I got this for extremely cheap. That's the reason why I gave it a perfect, flawless 10 for the price. Now let's go ahead and talk about some of the things that I don't like about the Vita. Some of the things that I don't like about it is they took out the UMD drive. On the back there used to be a UMD drive on the original PlayStation Vita. On the original PSP, but they took it out on this one. And we should have seen this coming, considering from the PSP Go they took it out and everything was downloadable. With this, everything is not downloadable. You do have a little card slot right there where you can go ahead and pop in cards and stuff like that. But we should have already seen this coming from the PlayStation Go, because everything was digital. Another thing that I don't like about it is the proprietary charging jack. I don't know why every time Sony releases a new system they can't just make it the original charging jack for the original systems and stuff like that. That's another thing that I don't like about it. Another thing that I don't like about it are the speakers. The speakers are not the loudest at all, and they're kind of boxy. I always, when I'm playing games and stuff like that, I always just plug in a pair of headphones and just go from there. Another thing that I didn't like about it at first, but it's starting to grow on me, is this D-pad and the analog stick. When I first picked this up, I'm like, I can't do this. I'm returning this. I cannot do it. The analog stick is too small. But after using it and getting used to it, you actually grow into it. It doesn't feel nothing like, per se, a PS3 analog stick where it's nice and big and stuff like that. It doesn't feel nothing like that, but it's really good for a handheld gaming device. And this PlayStation Vita, it just changes the handheld gaming and gaming itself. I've never seen anything like this before. Another thing that I don't like about it is there's a port right here. I don't know what that's used for. To me, it's just a waste of space. I'm gonna try to open it up actually. Pop off my case. And then underneath here, hold on, I gotta go off camera because I can't see. I actually cannot see it. Let's see if I can open it up, because you actually gotta get a nail down there to pry it open. Alright, here we go. It's just a random port. I don't know what it could possibly be used for. You guys can see that right there. I don't know what that possibly can be used for. If it's gonna be an accessory, maybe a battery charger kit, something like that, I don't know. Another thing that I don't like about the Vita is the battery. It does not have a... Hold on, I'm just going off camera to pop back in my case. It does not have a removable battery. And with all the other PSPs, besides the PSP Go, with all the other PSPs, it had a removable battery, so that way you can carry around like 3 or 4 batteries with you, and you could always have a full charge on you. But this one, it does not have a removable battery, so therefore custom firmware is maybe a little bit harder to get by on this device itself. So I think that just about wraps up all the things that I don't like about the Vita, hardware-wise. Some of the things that I don't like about it is the UI system. This UI system that they have on here, to me, is like outdated, and it's kind of childish now that I'm thinking about it. Right here is just like a little slide to unlock thing. It's like you pull it down, so you just like pull it down, and then it slides to unlock it. And that's nice and all, but just like this whole operating system, the touchscreen and the bubbles, and it's nice, don't get me wrong about that. It's cute, but it's just kind of like, it doesn't feel up to date with some of the smartphones that are out there, or some of the even gaming systems that are out there. Me personally, I would have left it the way it was from the original PSP. If it's not broke, don't fix it. and the original PSP had a really good outlet. It was basically like the PlayStation 3, where the menu was nice, simple, clean, and easy to navigate through. I mean, the touchscreen, yeah, it's good, and scrolling up and down and stuff like that, that's good too. But I feel over time I'm going to have like about 6 or 7 pages, considering how many games I get for this. Because when you put games in here, although the game is not inserted into your Vita itself, it still makes the little bubble for it for the saved data. I think they should have just hid that saved data. Another thing that I don't like about the Vita hardware-wise, or like internal-wise, is to me the PlayStation Store is alright. I like that. What is another thing that I don't like about this thing? I'm trying to think to make sure there's nothing that I leave out. I like the Wi-Fi, I like 3G. Alright, so I guess that wraps up just about everything that I don't like about it. So let's move on to some of the things that I do like about it. What I do like about it is like I said, the D-pad and stuff has grown on me, so I do like the hardware buttons about it. Another thing that I like about it is what people don't like about it, actually, and that's the camera. The camera, I mean, come on, man, why are you giving this camera such a hard time? It's on a gaming system, for crying out loud. This thing was used for gaming. It wasn't used to take pictures, or it wasn't used to record videos or anything like that. It was just used for gaming, and they just threw it in there, I guess, for like Skype and to take quick pictures here and there. But I mean, the camera on here is actually it's nice to me for me to have it on a gaming system. Yeah, it's kind of blurry, it's not the best quality, but then again, it's still nice itself. You know, you snap the picture, goes in there, takes the picture, it has a front camera too. I like the camera itself. Now, as you guys can see right there, my recording iPad, I had to cut my case open so I could be able to record full screen. Basically, there was like a black bar that would always be right there with the case on it. But I like it. I like the recording feature on it. I like the camera, you know. It's a really nice touch to it. Another thing that I like about this system is multitasking. This multitasking is by far the best multitasking that I have seen yet. And trust me, I've reviewed a lot of stuff. I've reviewed a lot of phones, a lot of things. And this is the best multitasking that I've seen so far. You could open up a game. Let's just go ahead and launch Mortal Kombat here. I'll get into some gameplay of that later on. I could open this up. I could hit the home button. Let's say I got a message or I got a notification, which are located right here. And I could just go ahead and, let's see, view my trophies if I wanted to. So I could go ahead and, you know, view the trophies and whatnot. Then I could hit the home button again. I swipe over to where it says the game at. And I can just go ahead and continue playing it from there. Nothing closed out. Everything's still running nice and smooth. But to close it out, you just swipe the page away. Again, not a huge fan of that, but you'll get used to it after a while. Another thing that I like about this Vita is the screen. The screen is amazing. To me, it looks better than my Galaxy S3. It's really nice. It's full HD. It's 5-inch screen, and it's the OLED, or something. It's something display. I'm pretty sure you guys can look that up online. That's why I didn't go over too many of the specs, because I'm pretty sure you guys have already looked that up. Another thing that I like about it is the speed of this thing. It's extremely fast, and sometimes it even feels faster than my phone. We go ahead and we open up the internet browser here. We go ahead and hit start. It has a full HDMI internet browser. Go ahead and hit start. Oh wow, that was not the internet browser. Did I really just open up messaging? Come on. I could have sworn I opened up browser. Alright, so the full HTML internet browser, as you guys can see right there. Now you guys got the full HDMI internet browser. It plays YouTube videos in outstanding quality. It's in super crystal clear HD. Really definite go for this system. Not for $300, not for almost $400. If you can find it cheap, like on Amazon or eBay or pawn shops or stuff like that, I would definitely get it. But not for $400. I would not spend the $400 on this system because it's just not worth it. It just doesn't have a lot of content out for it, and really what you're paying for that's more than a system, a PS3 itself, or an Xbox 360. Like, that can go towards the new gen systems. I would not spend that much money on just a handheld device. But for the price that I paid for it, it was pretty nice. Another thing that I like about the Vita is the overall gameplay and performance of it. Let's go ahead and hop into Mortal Kombat. You can download some of the PSP games on here. Like I said, that's a kind of a downfall, considering you cannot download like I had Crash Bandicoot and I couldn't download that on here. I don't know why. It was a PS1 game. All PS1 games should be backwards compatible with this system. So let's go ahead and jump into some gameplay of Mortal Kombat just to show you guys how smooth this game runs. It runs at 60 frames per second, and the Vita's internal hardware specs really do cover that. 60 frames per second, kind of on a weird camera angle. So it's kind of hard for me to play this. There we go, much better. Buttons have a really nice click to it. Start select. And like I said, this system, if you can find it cheap, get it. Don't buy it from GameStop. I'm telling you, you're going to be disappointed with the $400 that you spend on it. So let's just go ahead and the game is loading up here. And then you can play online with this as well. I don't want to play online because I'm not that good with it online. Go ahead and hit the start. It's just like the original PS3 version.